Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Tits 3 Trails in the Sky the Third, baby. In the last episode, we wrapped up the rest of the 6th plane here. If you look at the 6th plane, all the teleports are now done. We do have 2 doors that, however, that we haven't been able to open yet. The Star Door 14, which we just found at the end of last episode when we finished up the area, basically it won't open unless we finish all the other star doors. So, actually, all the other doors in general. Star, Moon, and Sun. Moon and Sun are all done, though. But we also found Star Door 13, which will only open upon finishing our 400th battle. We're going to teleport there right now, because guess what Funky did off screen? He said he was gonna. And I actually did find some time, luckily, to do this. 400 victories exactly, and 436 battles. There you go. That's basically how many battles. Well, I did about 40 battles off screen. I basically went back to the first plane and just fought battles for like 20 minutes or less and just did it real quick. It was super fast. Everything dies in one hit back on that level. So I said, fuck it, let's just do that. But anyway, now that we did that, let's open this door and see what's inside. Do we have to fight a boss, or is it just going to be a story thing? Let's find out together, shall we? Then we can move on with finishing this chapter once and for all. Whatever it is, I hope it's not super duper long. Reading or battle included. I mean, if it's a battle, whatever. I don't expect it to be a battle. Let's just see if it's a story thing. I'm assuming it's going to be one of those like random-ass side stories like we did with the children. We shall see, though. I shall grant you a memory fragment and my blessing. All right. What do we kick today's session off with? Whose backstory, random back thing we gonna learn about today? Here we go. Report on the attack on Erebonia's Bracer Guilds. There was an attack on Erebonia's Bracer Guilds? Oh boy. In S1202, many of the branches of the Bracer Guild in Erebonia came under attack in quick succession. The perpetrators were an armed group, but all else about them was unknown, and the guild, along with all connected to it in the nation, fell into a state of confusion. Interesting. Before long, the orbital communications network in the capital was rife with calls and messages, and the situation grew increasingly grave. I guess we're just going to get an exposition story. We're not going to get any actual person's backstory. But this is interesting. Anyway, from Intelligence Division, 1st Subdivision, to General Staff Office. At dawn yesterday, the capital's guild houses were completely destroyed by powerful explosives. According to the 2nd Division's subdivision's analysis, the explosives were likely set directly below these buildings in the city's underground waterways. Judging by explosives used and means employed, this was the work of professionals. Wasn't an accidental bunch of bitches. Currently working to confirm the locations of potentially dangerous persons within the country. From Intelligence Division 3rd Subdivision to Intelligence Division 1st Subdivision. A Jaeger member has been found among those suspected of entering the country illegally. Confirmed to be responsible for logistics in the Jester Jaeger Corps. Keep an eye on other members of the same corps in the country. From Erebonian Bracer Guild to Liberalian Bracer Guild Grand Cell Branch. At dawn today, the guild houses in Heimdallr came under attack. We are unable to contact the bracers charged with overseeing them. We request the aid of high-ranking bracers. This is urgent. We repeat, this is urgent. From Intelligence Division's 1st Subdivision to the General Staff Office. The Bracer Guild here in Erebonia has sent a message to the Guild's Grand Cell Branch. Judging by the content of the message, at least one high-ranking Bracer will be entering Erebonia in the coming days. We request they be pursued and put under strict surveillance upon arrival. Wow. Okay. 2 days after the assaults began, Cassius Bright arrived in the Imperial capital. Oh, is this how they drew out? This is why Cassius left for the entirety of the first game. This is that story. He assumed the post of a provisional representative from the Erebonian Guild. After doing so, he assessed the damage to the guilds and called for the bracers assigned to them, who had become scattered in the chaos, to reconvene outside the city. He also ordered a halt to all orbital communications to prevent interception by the enemy. By this point, guilds in 6 cities had been attacked, and the Bracer Guild in Erebonia was beginning to struggle to function. The branches that had not yet been attacked requested the army's protection. However, they seemed to be in no hurry to grant their support, making it clear that they could not be counted upon. Meanwhile, the provisional representative was able to estimate the replication of the enemy supply base from their movements up to that point. And after choosing a small number of bracers who were familiar with the area, he sent them to try and find it. His reasoning for going with this approach was that he had concluded the enemy would have to build a supply base inside the country because of how strict Erebonia's border controls are. It did not take long for his lose the battle but win the war strategy to produce results. From Intelligence Division, 1st Subdivision to General Staff Office. The bracer sent by Liberals Guild is confirmed to be one Cassius Bright. Bright is an S-rank bracer whose file is in our subdivision has him rated as an L4 threat, the second highest level possible. He is also the man believed to have commanded the counteroffensive against the Imperial Army during the 100 Days War. May potentially pose a threat to national security, so he is being carefully watched. Whatever, bitch. You ain't gonna fuck with no Cassius Bright. Anyway, from Intelligence 1st Subdivision, General Staff Office. Attempt to track CB failed. Current whereabouts are unknown. Good luck tracking him, he's too good. However, as requested by HQ, we have not raised the alert level and have left it as it stands. Several bracers are currently traveling aboard a train. We believe them to be taking part in some kind of operation. From the 1st Subdivision to the Staff Office again. 6 bracers assaulted the Jaeger's base. The Jaegers inside the base were apprehended. We have identified them to be members of the Jester Jaeger Corps. Discovery of the enemy's base revealed that it was a Jaeger Corps known as Jester who was behind the attacks. After this, however, the Jaeger's movements became much more passive and the two sides entered a deadlock. The stalemate continued for roughly 2 months. During this time, the guild representative made contact with the Intelligence Division and began preparing for an operation that would ultimately allow him to bring the trouble to an end. From the 1st Subdivision to the Staff Office again. CB has made contact with a member of our subdivision currently in the process of confirming. 1st Subdivision General Staff Office. The target, CB, has proposed a joint operation, intending to meet him again at the specified date and time. Okay. More files in the cabinet. Strategic analysis of the Bracer Guild attack. Intelligence Division, 2nd Subdivision. What eventually broke the deadlock was a brilliant strategy devised by CB. Having successfully made contact with a member of the Intelligence Division, he made them send a message to HQ in the hopes they would be intercepted by the enemy. What happened was exactly that. From the message, they were able to deduce the time and place the next meeting would happen and set about plotting his assassination. Exactly what CB hoped would happen. During the meeting, CB had also given said Intelligence Division member an encoded message. It contained detailed plans for an operation in which the Imperial Army would defeat the Jaegers after they had been lured out by false information. The General Staff Office chose to go ahead with the proposed plan, and after a joint operation with the Bracer Guild, the Jaegers, who had gathered to assassinate CB, were surrounded and forced to surrender. Furthermore, the remnants of their forces, who were in other bases, were also defeated after the initial prisoners gave up their locations. Where the hell did this cough just come from? Hello? Jesus. Several months after the trouble began, Jester was completely dismantled. Is that it? Oh. Intelligence Division, 1st Subdivision to the Staff Office again. Raising the threat level of Cassius Bright S-Rank Bracer effective immediately. Henceforth, he will be regarded as an L5 threat. He poses a severe threat to national security and must be placed under strict surveillance if he ever enters the country again. 1st Subdivision to the Staff Office again. Confirm that the surveillance target left the country today. His departure was without incident. Handing control over the mission over to our foreign agencies. Transmission over. Okay. GSO Special Investigator Department to His Excellency the Imperial Chancellor. We have also confirmed CB's departure. We shall continue to pursue him, but he has not shown any suspicious behaviors to date. We have yet to confirm any interactions between him and the minstrel. We'll continue to follow their movements. Okay, then. Short and sweet. We learned a bit about Cassius's trip to Erebonia. He helped sort out some shit between Jaegers and the Bracer Guilds that were being attacked, and clearly there was some shit going on behind the scenes while that was happening. So, yeah. Unsurprisingly. Anyway, we got some Jagd armor, jagged armor, and some Mira for that, so that's cool. Cool beans. Not bad, not bad. Alright. I like when they're short and sweet. My throat loves that. Jagd armor. Ooh. It has 100 more defense. And I get a little... Oh, no. Wait, no. My defense is the same. It's exactly the same defense, but my strength goes up by 100, which is actually a lot. And my My attack, my magic defense, yeah, will go down by 100 and whatever. My dexterity is going to go down quite a fucking bit, and my agility goes up a little bit. Oh, no, it goes down because this one has +5. I don't think I'm going to put that on him. I'm not going to put that on him, Ricky Bobby. See, it's better for a person who has the Amalgam Guard. Although the Dex -50 is ridiculous. It's like, does anyone have Dex that can, like, offset that? Not really. I mean, Joshua does, but I don't want to take this off of him, do I? I just don't want to lose that freaking Dex. I'm just going to leave that armor off. I feel like the defense and strength isn't worth it for the loss in Dex. That Dex is absurd. All right. Anyway, we did one mission, door mission, whatever. We'll make a save for that. And, yeah, let's get back to the matters at hand. Although I do want to check one thing. We've done all the Stolar doors except for 14 and the 15, essentially, which we haven't found yet. I actually want to check 14 and just make sure it doesn't open now. Because I've now done all the doors that I've found. So I want to see if this one literally requires me to do 15 before I can do it. Okay. So I will not be able to do this door until I find the last door. Noted. Okay. Now that that's the case, let's make progress, shall we? Let's go back to the Arab scenic route. And get on with the show, shall we? I don't think we need to heal or anything. Let's just get to it. Let's get to it, boys. My goal is to not fight anything on the way over here. I think if I just go north, one screen will be... Ah! Screw you, rat. I think this screen has the... Oh, maybe it's the next one over. I should have went the other way. Oh, well. The force field. The force field, I think it's on the next screen over. That's fine. Ah, Dixon. I'll fight it. It's not that bad. It's just only kind of bad and annoying. Alright, we're fine. As long as those fuckers didn't get to transform into into one of my homies, they're not a big deal. Alright. So this screen is the one we're looking for, I think. Yep. This is the one. Fuck up the Furby! I'll just preemptively jump on that so they don't actually jump me. I'm okay with this. Supreme Hurricane! Teamwork. Oh, and Ren went up a level, so that was worth it. Is Ren still behind in levels? I thought Josh was the one behind in levels. 126, 130. Yeah, Josh is the one that's behind in levels, but not by much anymore. All right, guys. Well, the force field's gone. Can we just go to the last section, or is there going to be another boss fight? That's the real question. Oh, my. Well, once again, we're in for some fun times ahead, I'm sure. No telling what it could be, but we'll have to walk through here eventually. Just take a deep breath and step inside, I guess, brah. Deep breath already taken. Let's go! All right, we actually have to go into the villa. That's right. We haven't done that yet. Which means there still might be another boss fight here, but I hope not. How'd we end up here? We walked straight in the opposite direction. It looks like there's some kind of condition for advancing in the next area in this case, too, bruh. I think we might actually need to have Reese with us. Wait, what? Really? Do we now? Reese? How come her? If my other theory is right, bruh, and I think it is, this is a fairly safe deduction to make. Still, the fastest way to be sure is to give this a whirl. Let's get Reese and have her come with us, bruh. Okay. I wasn't actually expecting that, but alrighty. I mean, I was hoping we'd get to use her again eventually. She's the other main character of our story, really, along with Kevin here. Do we just switch to her? We could just switch her in, right? Who am I gonna... I guess I'm gonna put her in over Ren, I think.
I am ready.
Because this is the couples squad. Kevin with Reese, Josh with Estelle, the couples squad. I do like using Ren. And of course, there's always Dictor, who's OP as shit. I don't know, I just like this squad. from a personal perspective, not necessarily as a mechanical perspective. Anyway, okay, so she's in the party. There was no dialogue about that at all. It just we're here now. All right. Well, you know what? Before we take her anywhere, we're gonna re-equip her bitch ass because she, if anybody's behind on things, it's 100% her. First of all her slots are maxed out, correct? No, they're not. We're gonna do that first. Did I watch Drew's stream last night? I didn't watch the whole thing, Frog, but I did see that he was playing Secret of Mana and he was doing some kind of challenge run. I didn't actually watch the whole thing. I was kind of lurking and I was kind of doing my own thing. I had some other shit I was taking care of last night, mostly work-related things. So I was kind of in and out of his stream last night. Do I have an extra one of these? I could give her that new armor that I just picked up. You know what? Maybe I'll just do that. What about boots? Synchrotrons? We'll get her. Yeah, we'll get her a pair of these too. All right. Better weapon. Give her that Yogged armor. Give her that Synchrotron situation. And what's the Mirage Ring do? Petrify? We can do better than that. Is there any that are Reese only that we can give her? I forget. Probably not. We definitely have a Petrify combined one we can give her. Freeze and Petrify. Petrify and Death Blows. Maybe I'll give her the freeze one. This one's for mute. I mean, I do remember her using her magic. I do remember me using her magic a lot, so let's go ahead and load her up her other things. I apparently... Oh, wait, here we go. I do. I was like, I thought I had a Mirage Gem. I do. Huh. Move 3. Shield 4. I have some of these lingering we can put on her. Ooh, I have to get a defense 5. I think we could probably get rid of this finally. You were surprised that I didn't connect Worker 8 in Final Fantasy Tactics with Chrono Trigger? That's because Worker 8 doesn't really remind me of Chrono Trigger at all, other than the fact that it looks like Robo. But he doesn't really look like Robo, he just looks like a robot. I don't know, man. He didn't really remind me of Chrono Trigger, like, at all. So it shouldn't surprise you that much. I kind of want to give her the EP cut one thing, I think. Yeah, let's give her that one. And then we'll give her the attack 4 one as well, which I have an extra. Sweet. Okay, so all I need to do is get her a defense 5 by the defense 1, and that's all I need to get for her. Good shits. Get her a topaz gem. Which one is move? Space? Yeah, move only goes up to 3. I'll just stick with that then. Alright. Got her shit all equipped up and ready to go. Booyah. And now, pop a quick save from all that changes. And let's get back to the 6th plane and hope that that's what we needed to... I mean, I'm assuming since the story told me to do that, that's what we needed to do. So let's just do it. Let's heal her up too. She doesn't have full EP right now. Oh, I ran right into that. I really don't want to fight that thing. That statue thing is just annoying, and I just don't want to deal with it. So no, thank you. You know what? Oh, there's a treasure chest I missed there. What the fuck? How the hell? Don't you have better things to do? Apparently I do. Like pick up that treasure chest that I totally missed. Man, so easy to miss treasure chests on a path like this. Especially when they're just tucked away on the side like that. Alright, yeah, this is my screen. This my screen, bitch. This my screen. Damn you, rat. Fucking rat. You dirty rat. Ooh. You dirty rat. Ooh. Y'all about to get hurricaned, bitch. Finish them. Nice.
Oh, pitiful souls, may you rest.
Ooh, she went up a level right away, and she learned a thing. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. All right, guys, and we try again. This time with Reese. And this time we end up somewhere else, like we should be. Where? I knew it, bruh. Where are we now? This doesn't look like the Herb Royal Villa. Oh, you're right. Where this? Who this? Have we been here? Wait, isn't that the church's emblem? Kevin. Well then, a place we have never been, huh? Hold on, I gotta adjust something. Oh, that's how chapter 6 just ends. Okay. Ah, stop it. I skipped some dialogue there, I think, accidentally, guys, but it wasn't on purpose. Apparently, when I set my controller down, it went apeshit. Sorry about that. But anyway, we finished chapter 6. All I did was set my controller down so I could adjust my headset. Jesus, I didn't realize I pressed a button. Well, sorry I didn't read that last little bit of dialogue, but chapter 6 is over. I'm excited. I'm hyped. I'm ready. Let's freaking go to chapter 7, y'all. I didn't skip a lot of dialogue. I'm pretty sure I just skipped Kevin saying like 2 lines, and then it went to this end of scene. So it was just supposed to be a tease for chapter 7. But anyway, guys, chapter 7 is upon us. Let's do this. Nah, it won't be crucial because it didn't even really say what it was. I'm pretty sure it said it to the church or whatever, and then I just didn't catch the lines because they went away. Chapter 7, The Distant Flames. So it's not called Final Chapter. I'm not saying it should be called Final Chapter, but it's not. So I think maybe if this is the last chapter, there will be an epilogue chapter as well. I think. I don't know. I'm just guessing. I really don't know. Let's just do this. Digging the music already. So chill, so fresh, so dozer, so somber and sad. The Astor House. Oh yes, the Astor House. This is only a copy of the Astor House, yes? But it looks so... Yeah, I can barely bring myself to accept it's not the real thing, bruh. Everything from the feel of the earth underfoot to the smells in the air, just like the real thing, dog. Yeah. So this is where the two of you grew up, huh? I'm guessing this is somewhere owned... This is somewhere owned by the Septian Church, right? That's right, bruh. It's what's called a gospel facility. Think of them as a cross between an orphanage and a monastery, bruh. I see. So does that mean... Well, no reason to dance around it, so yep, I'm an orphan. And how I came to be here is a story best saved for another day. Feels weird being back here again, though. It's been about 5 years or so. 5 very long years. Well, anyway, we're bound to find some kind of clue as to how to get the 7th plane somewhere in here, bruh. Get to the 7th plane. You guys up for having a look around the area with me, dog? Yeah, let's go. Okay, so we're here at the orphanage. Or I guess, what was it called? The Astor House, which I guess is some kind of like church orphanage. I'm looking around for secrets. Don't mind me. But anyway, yes, Frog, tomorrow is the Toe Jam and Earl stream. You better not forget, bitch. That was your suggestion, or request, rather. Your redemption. Better not forget, bitch. What's this room? This is the living room where we used to have all of our meals. Just don't make the mistake of thinking it was a warm place like Mercia Orphanage, bruh.
The matron here was a stubborn old sister who was strict as could be, dog. Every mealtime we had to pray so much that our stomachs had given up on getting fed by the end of it. And we got yelled at for the tiniest little fucking things, bruh.
Ouch, that does sound harsh. Also, shit, dog. You can't be raiding me. Okay, you can raid me. It's fine. It's okay. I'm okay with it. Fine. Fine. I'll allow it. I'll allow it. If anybody's allowed to raid me playing tits, it's the Italian stallion himself, Ryoshin. Thank you for the raid, good sir. Welcome, raiders, over from Rio Stream. It's your boy. I'm Funky G. I'm playing Tits 3. I'm on chapter 7. Just started it. I don't know if that's the last chapter or not, but here we are in some kind of house that Kevin and Reese grew up in, and we learning. We learning. That does sound like what I'd expect from a church-run orphanage, though, I suppose. You deserved it all, too. You never did as you were told and caused her nothing but trouble.
Okay, I'll admit that's probably accurate, but still. Just because I was a little shit doesn't mean she had to beat the shit out of me, okay? It didn't even work anyways.
But anyway, Rio, thank you for the raid once again. I was kind of lurking on your Horizon stream today. I didn't really stay high or anything, but I did see you were playing still. I knew you're getting pretty far into it, that's for sure. But I know you've been trying to do all the side quests along the way, so it's taking you a bit longer than, you know, it could be. You probably could be done with the game by now for sure.
But anyway, as you can probably guess, this right here is the fucking kitchen, bruh. This is where the older children of the facility did the cooking. It was also Reese's favorite place to sneak into whenever she had a hankering for some food. This girl could eat a fucking dump truck full. I mean, we already know. She's a fucking hog.
Kevin! She did, huh? That makes sense knowing you. Huh. There's a side I can hardly imagine. Please don't take everything he says at face value.
Well, anyway, this was always Rufina's turf back when she was still here. She was always out here around mealtime making food for me and Reese and the other kids, bruh. After she left, Reese and I took over her position.
That brings back memories. Of course, then you left, too, leaving me to handle it all alone. The mere thought aggravates me. In fact, I think you should whip up something right now to make up for your selfishness.
Yes, ma'am. I'll make you something later.
The only thing less reliable than a promise with later attached to it, the end of is one said by you. I'm not going to get my hopes up.
Man, no faith in me, huh?
Ha ha ha! Ho ha ha! Funny jokes! Anyway, what's up, Dragon? Welcome to the stream as well. How you doing? We'll try to be done with HCD by Sunday. Almost 49 hours in. 60 for the completionist time, and you're running out of side quests. Well, if you're running out of side quests, then, you know, you're almost on target for hitting that 60-hour mark when finishing the game. But I have faith you can do it, sir. Let's see. We didn't go upstairs yet. Let's check this shit out. This was the matron's room. No one's here now, though.
Yeah. By the way, Reese, how's the matron these days, bruh?
She's fine. Her injuries weren't lasting. She hasn't had the energy she used to ever since retiring, unfortunately. She really wanted to see you again, Kevin.
She did, huh?
Wow. What a conversation.
She did, huh?
The end.
Well, I don't want to see her bitch ass. My knuckles are still bleeding, bitch. This here's the kid's bedroom. I slept here back when I was first taken in before graduating to the boys' bedroom.
You never really did mix well with the other children. Rufina had such a hard time trying to get you to make friends with them. It was a real ordeal for her, you know.
Yeah, I know. I was like a little hedgehog who didn't want to let anyone get near me back then. I feel sorry for everyone who had to put up with me. I was like, huh, gotta go fast. I'm still amazed you even bothered trying to be friendly.
Well, I knew you were only playing tough. Like that time with Rufina and the chocolate. And then you got to make out with her. I remember that.
Stop! We're not hearing that story here.
Now I'm really curious. I wonder what happened. Oh, you want to know. It's a good one. The tale of the chocolate and Rufina. The time Rufina was all slathered in chocolate and he had to lick it. I'm just kidding. Just kidding.
This is the boys' bedroom where I slept till I was about 10 years old, bruh. Technically, the boys and girls weren't supposed to enter one another's bedrooms and shit. That never stopped Reese here from doing it all the time, though.
What he neglects to mention is that it was his fault I did so. What else was I supposed to do when he slept in every morning he was on cleaning duty?
Well, you could have just knocked on the door till I got up, bruh.
But then I'd disturb the other boys who were sleeping, which would have been unfair. They weren't the ones shirking their duties. It was 100% your fault.
Fine, fine, whatever you say. God, she's still such a bitch after all these years. Ugh.
And then this is the girls' room, presumably.
This here's the girls' bedroom, the place where Rafina spent her nights. Same for you eventually, too, Reese.
I even used to sleep with her from time to time. Her bed was always cozy and smelled really nice. It was much nicer than sleeping in my own. After she left here, her bed became mine. I bet you were jealous.
You bet. I was at the time, I'll admit.
Oh, I thought you'd be a bit more flustered than that. I shouldn't have bothered saying anything.
Give me a break. Just because I want to lay in the bed of the girl I love slept in and smelled like her and tasted like her, and I totally wouldn't sleep in it naked or anything either.
Alright, well anyway, that was one part of the house. I want to see if there's anything out here we can interact with, or a treasure or anything. Can we go down the well? Oh, you can interact with the well. Hey, President Jerry! Hope you're all having a great day. I hope you're having a great day, sir. Welcome to the stream. How are you today? I don't know if you came along with Rio's raid, but welcome. There's an empty well.
We used to get our drinking water out of here. We had no fancy orbital pumps either. We did it all using good old-fashioned bucket with string attached. It was a fucking nightmare.
Tell me about it. We would go out on winter mornings and come back with our hands numb and red raw. Numb and red raw. Red raw. But looking back on the whole experience now, it was fun in its own way.
I guess it was. Shit was cold as fuck, though, bro. I don't want to do that again.
Anyway, Jerry's doing good. It's good to hear, Jerry. It's good to hear. The door is locked. Damn it.
Diggers.
Is it locked?
Yeah. Well, whatever. We can keep poking around.
Maybe the side door's open. I didn't check that one. No? The door is stuck fast and doesn't have a keyhole. How does this door open? This is a side entrance that only opens from the inside. We can't get in from the outside.
Yeah, if we want to get into the chapel, we're going to have to go through the front, bruh.
Well, the front was locked also, so yeah. Anyway, you came over here from Morrow a week or so ago. Oh, that's cool, President Jerry. I just thought maybe you might have been on the raid that just came through. But yeah, I think you might have followed me off stream, right? I think I remember that now that I think about it. Thank you for the follow then. I'm pretty sure you did it off stream. But I appreciate that, man. And yeah, welcome. Welcome here. Since I don't think I've seen you here in my stream. Welcome. So is the front door going to be open now, or how do we get in the front door? Hello? Do I got to find more exclamation points somewhere, maybe? Possibly? Probably? Anything else I can interact with here? Probably, hopefully, maybe? You were here during the adult juice stream, but that was it. Yeah, that was a good time me and Morrow had with that Resident Evil 5 debacle. I shouldn't call it debacle. Shenanigans is the right word. That was a nice, fun shenanigan of a time. I'm sure we'll have more of those at some point. Not necessarily with Resident Evil 5, although we do have some DLC we could do. Yeah, I don't know where it wants me to go. I'm looking for interactable room objects and shit. I wasn't being very thorough about that earlier. Huh. Well, I don't really know where you want me to go, game. There's got to be something to interact with. The fields? Is there something out here I can interact with that I didn't interact with? No. What about this pile of boxes and shit? No. What the the well again? What the what am I missing? Hello? I'm so confused. Is there something outside the door that I didn't check over here? Like, I'm so confused. What the fuck? If you don't come out from a specific door, it doesn't trigger. Do I have to go out from this door? Fucking A. Damn it, Rio. You're right. I think I did come out this door, but I think it was before I actually got everything. Or maybe I didn't. Maybe I did never walk out this door. But thank you for that. Because I was like, what the fuck else? Just got to trigger it somehow. Anyway. There was no sign of anything in there. Our last hope seems to be the chapel.
So it seems, bruh.
What is it, Kevin?
Hey, Reese, you were the one responsible for cleaning the chapel that day, right?
What day?
On Astor House's final day, when Rufina died. Oh!
Kevin? You don't think...
That was what I was told when I went to visit the matron afterward, at least. Well, were you?
Yeah, I was. But why?
I thought so. Check your pockets, Reese. I'm pretty sure the chapel key's in one of them.
Huh? Reese began checking the pockets of her habit. Eventually, she found an old brass key. Holy moly.
It can't be. No way.
I see now. I guess this is just another manifestation of Phantasma's ability to make thoughts into reality.
Honestly, I wasn't entirely sure you'd find it in there, but in all the other areas on this plane, there was always a reason to take the person we needed with us, bruh. This just goes to show that you really were meant to come in here with us, Reese.
But... No. As disbelieving as I am, this is definitely the chapel's key. I suppose all we can do right now is try to go inside.
Yeah.
Lame that they never patched that, Rio. I agree. Anyway, Dragon found a new video render program that doesn't hog up all your storage space. What video render program are you using? When I say video render, I'm assuming you mean like an editor, you know, like an Adobe Premiere type of thing. All right, well, we're going in the chapel, y'all. Door's locked.
Before we go in here, Reese, there's something I should warn you about. Once we step through that door, there'll be no going back, bruh.
Wait, what do you mean?
You're gonna find out the truth about what happened that day. All of it, and you won't like it. Are you sure you're ready for what you're about to find, bruh?
I'm assuming this isn't a point of no return to the end of the game. I'm assuming this is a point of no return for the moment, like, of story. Anyway, the program you're using is called DaVinci. DaVinci Resolve. Never heard of it. But if it works for you, man, that's cool. Anyway, I guess we're just going to do it, because why not? I'm more than ready. All these years, I've never quite been able to accept what happened here. The life I thought I knew just suddenly came to an end with us all getting moved to other places, and I still don't even know why. I even tried to come back here just before beginning my training to become a squire, but it had already been demolished. I've been ready for a long time. I want to know the truth. Oh boy. And more than anything, I feel like knowing will let me get closer to you and Rufina.
Okay, let's head on in then. Prepare to waterworks.
Right. Alright, get ready for some fucked up shit, I'm sure. Should the rest of us wait outside for this?
No, actually, I'd prefer if you came with me. This is relevant to you guys, too, in a sense, bruh.
Oh boy, here we go. Dragon's been using Hit Film Express for a long while, but it's been taking up too much storage space because it never cleans project shit up when it's done. That makes sense. Okay, well, welcome to the Chapelle.
It all started 5 years ago. A Jaeger course someone had hired took this place over out of nowhere, bruh. By the way, how much do you remember that day, Reese? Just so I know.
I just remember a group of men in black forcing their way through the gate and charging in here. They tied everyone up, took the matron up to the second floor, and then...
Next thing you knew, you were in a bed in the hospital in town, right? After which you found out that Rufina and I had come to rescue everyone, and that she had died in the process, right? That about right?
Uh-huh. Just what happened, Kevin? All I've heard is that it was the work of someone who opposed the church. But I haven't had a chance to meet you since then, much less to ask you about it. I tried asking Instructor Selnit, but she wouldn't say a word.
That doesn't surprise me. The Gralsritter commander can't admit this orphanage was being used as a smokescreen for an artifact that needed sealing away.
It what? There was an artifact here, that's why. Interesting.
Here we go. Secret passages, bitch.
Oh, a secret passage? A secret passage. Wait, if there was an artifact here, you don't mean...
Yup. Below here is a primal ground used to seal artifacts away, just like the one under Grand Cell Cathedral.
Oh boy. You don't mean we have to walk down 1,000,000 stairs, do you?
Oh yeah, you do. I'm sure you remember the day it all happened. Rufina and I were due to come back here for the first time in a while. We were both coming from different places we'd been sent, so we wanted to meet up in town and come the rest of the way here together. But then her train was delayed, leaving me in town to wait for her alone, bro. That was when I got the word of what happened. All I could think was that you and the other kids were in danger, and so I decided to try and take out the Jaegers here alone, bruh. They weren't all that experienced, so fighting them wasn't even that hard for a squire like me. Before long, I was able to disable them all and free the matron and the other kids, bruh. Or so I thought. You were nowhere to be seen. I asked the other kids where you were, but they were like... They told me like one of the Jaegers would take you somewhere else, and then you were conscious. I looked frantically all over trying to find you before eventually stumbling across this place. As for how, you remember how you didn't have your ribbon in your hair when you woke up, Reese?
I do. What does that have to do with anything?
I found that ribbon in front of the secret passage we've just gone through. And there were new footprints near it too. Made it easy to find the entrance. Oh. Anyway, like after getting in here, I made my way down the staircase in pursuit of the Jaeger that had taken you.
Okay. This is very like ominous, somber music. I like it. It's setting the mood perfectly.
Hey Reese, do you remember what I was like when you first met me?
Yeah, I was still young at the time, but it's just as fresh. It's as fresh in my as if it were only yesterday. You look like you'd been swallowed by blackness, like there wasn't a single thread of hope bound to you. It was scary. I kept wondering what must have happened to you, what you must have seen to make you end up that way.
What must have happened to me, huh? Rufina must seem like she knew. Before I met you, I killed my mom.
What the fuck?
I killed my mom.
What? You killed your mom. What? What?
Maybe killed isn't the right expression. It's not like I directly, like, stabbed her or anything. Oh. I still let her die, though. I'm still got a responsibility for what happened.
Oh, okay. That's a little different.
Growing up, it was basically me and my mom for the most part. My father showed his face from time to time, but not that much from what I understand. He had another family elsewhere. But even without him, she did her best to look after me on her own. I loved her dearly. Kids in the neighborhood used to make fun of me for how I talked, which I got from her, but I just beat them up most of the time. She was always kind. She loved cooking, and yeah, I thought the world of her. When I was 7, my father, who had all the money in the world, chose to abandon her. At the best of times, she was always a frail person, and after that, she grew more and more despondent. Her health suffered. I tried everything a kid could do to cheer up, but nothing I did worked, bruh. During one winter's day, when she must have finally had enough, she came over while I was sleeping and tried to strangle me, bruh.
I'm so sorry, Kevin. I failed as your mother. But I'm so tired. I'm so tired. At least this way, the two of us can...
I guess she'd figured out if we were both going to suffer, we might as well take the easy way out as a family, bruh. But I wouldn't let her take me with her. Before I knew what I was doing, I pushed her aside and ran barefoot out into the snow. I wandered around for a little while after that. I couldn't understand what had happened or what she was trying to do, bruh. Eventually, I could feel myself getting hungry, so I thought maybe she'd be able to clear her head and go back to eat dinner and shit. So I made my way back home, and nervous as could be, and... shit, dog. Mommy, no!
I mean, after she just tried to strangle him, she probably just, like, she was already planning to kill him and herself, but then she tried to strangle him and he ran away. I mean, how do you live with yourself after that? When you already planned to kill yourself anyway, I guess you just say fuck it and finish what you were planning to do in the first place. Shit's fucked up, man. Anyway,
Sorry for making you listen to all this. Still, I think that's probably when it happened. When my stigma was carved inside me, bruh.
what?
Stigma power! My stigma ta-ta-ta!
All right, another one of these artifact ceiling rooms. Where are we? Who would have thought a place like this existed under an orphanage?
This is where I finally caught up to that Jaeger who had you with him. He probably didn't think anyone was going to come after him, bruh. The second he saw me, he panicked, and putting his gun down, he ran over to this pedestal right in front of us. On it was the artifact that required sealing away I mentioned earlier, the Spear of Loa.
What's the Spear of Loa?
A malignant spear that transforms the body of its wielder into that of a monster, bruh. It's hard to believe something like that could be a gift from the goddess, right? In any case, the quarter Jaeger grabbed it and used it.
So he had to fight a giant monster. Okay, makes sense.
I didn't stand a chance, bruh. Much as I tried, I wasn't any match for this inhuman monster before me. He knocked me to the ground and then went to raise the spear against the still unconscious you. That's all it took, bruh.
Super Saiyan! Ah!
That's when I went Super Saiyan for the first time.
Nice.
My stigma drew all the spear's power from it into itself and blasted it, magnified countless times over, into the Jaeger's body. The result wasn't even a battle. Our precious home became a slaughterhouse. By the end, he wasn't even recognizable, bruh. Just thousands of lumps of flesh strewn all over the floor. After defeating him, my stigma's power was still coursing through my body. I'd never experienced anything like that before. I lost complete control of myself. Uh-oh. At this point, Rufina arrived, and she seemed to understand exactly what had happened. Using her bowgun and Templar sword, she was able to separate me from you and prevent me from doing you any harm. And then, I fucking killed her.
You really did kill her. Wow. Damn.
When I returned to my senses, I was in her arms, dumbfounded. Her body was full of holes all over, but she hugged me as tightly as she could. That's when she drew her last breath, bruh.
No.
There it is. The truth you wanted. It wasn't that I couldn't save Rufina. I was the one who killed her. With my own hands, right in front of you.
But you didn't.
I didn't want to. Maybe not, but that's just an excuse. If I'd been able to control my stigma's power instead of letting it consume me and fill me with bloodlust, it wouldn't have happened, bruh. If I wasn't so weak, she'd still be alive today. That's not all either. Looking at her standing before me at the moment, she reminded me of my mother. She reminded me of Mom when she came to strangle me. Suddenly, this feeling of betrayal welled up inside me, this desire for revenge, so I filled her full of spears. I loved them both. I wanted to protect them both. And what did I do? I killed them both. Me.
Why? Why did you...
Why did I what?
Why didn't you tell me this before? 5 years apart, and this is the first time you're telling me this?
Sorry, I know I should have done it earlier, but now I have, and I'm ready for the consequences, bruh. So go on, if you want to avenge her, do it. If anything, it'd make me happy if you did.
You're so stupid!
What are you...
You think I want to avenge her? That's not why I'm angry at all. Why have you shouldered a burden that great all this time all on your own? We're family, Kevin. Why didn't you ever talk to me? Why didn't you ever let me hug you? Why didn't you let me do anything to help you? Reese? I finally understand. I always thought you were hunting down heretics as some kind of atonement for letting Rufina die. But that's not it at all, is it?
Come on, Reese.
I finally understand. You don't want to atone for anything. You don't want to get rid of your sense of guilt at all. You...
That's right. He wants to be punished for what he did.
Is this the Phantasma bitch? The Lord of Phantasma? The Mask of Phantasma? Whatever he calls himself? Oh! The Lord of Phantasma! Why now of all times? Bitch?
Ha 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 ha! You have my congratulations on making it this far. Beyond here lies the seventh plane, the place of my birth, and the foundation of all planes hereafter. I thought so, bro. And judging by how we have to go through here to get there, I was right, wasn't I?
Right about what?
Allow me to ask you once again. So, Kevin Graham, do you really want to see the face underneath this mask? Damn right I do. It's time to take that creepy mask thing and show us who you really are, bitch. Rufina Argent!
Wait, it's a girl this whole time?
With pleasure!
If it was a girl this whole time, I almost don't want to change the voice. Also, why the fuck is it Rufina? Who the fuck created this place? I'm so confused. What is this whole situation? Man, anyway, Rufina? I've missed you dearly, Reese. And as for you, Kevin, I'm impressed you were able to work out my real identity. Oh, so hard.
It wasn't even hard. I just had a feeling from the start, bruh. The answer was right in front of my face the whole time. And your every taunt should have made me that much more sure. The only reason I couldn't be until now is because I didn't want to accept the truth, bruh.
It was not in the text I accidentally skipped, Frog. Jesus. It was literally 2 lines of dialogue. Anyway. Quite. You were a weakling. You can imagine how surprised I was when you were able to defeat my strongest knight.
You talking about that Blade Lord? Shh, what connection does he even have to you anyway?
I met him through my work, about 6 years ago. We were enemies at the time, but we managed to reach a compromise of sorts. And he felt he owed me a debt for as much.
Alright, so you ended up summoning him in order to have him repay it. It's a crafty move, but that's not so out of the character for you.
Flattery won't get you anywhere with me. Still, now that you've made it this far, I assume you understand what I'm trying to do.
Yeah, and I'm ready. Take me away, bitch.
Wait, what are you two talking about? I would have thought you worked the answer to that out already, Reese. Do you recall what I said before? Kevin wants to be punished. Then you... I was born here in order to give him the punishment he strives for with his every breath. It was to that end that I recreated Phantasma into its current form and welcomed all of you here. All of this was a result of Kevin's desires. He wanted this to happen. You're lying!
Sorry, bruh. She is not. I couldn't tell you why it actually happened, but what she says is true.
No.
The 7th plane is likely somewhere made for the express purpose of punishing me over and over. A fitting hell for someone who let his own mother die and killed Rufina to suffer and rot. And once I'm dropped down there, this'll all be over.
Wait a second. Why should you have to do that? You can't be serious, Kevin. Yeah, that's a hot note there.
Reese? What are you doing, bitch?
What do you think you're doing, Reese? That's not a very nice thing to do to your sister. Shut up! You're not my sister! My sister would never do something like this. Never!
Reese?
You promised me, Kevin. You promised me that you'd never do anything that would make Rufina sad. So what do you think you're doing? How can you believe sacrificing yourself for everyone would make her happy?
Reese, stop.
Who are you to say it wouldn't? I might be the real Rufina, or I might not be the real Rufina, but I'm a very close copy of her. If Kevin wants to be punished, why wouldn't I want to give him his wish? Because that's not how Rufina was at all. She'd never indulge in something like that. Not in 1,000 years. Think back to when you first met us, Kevin. You'd given up on the world like you just wanted to disappear, but did she let you do that? No. She forced chocolate down your throat and dragged you right back to the real world, even when you didn't want to, whether you liked it or not.
She made out with me.
Well, if this is a surprise, you've grown a lot more than I was expecting if you're able to talk back to me. Stop talking to me as if you're my sister. You are not, and I won't stand for you defiling her any further. Well, if that's how you want to do things, perhaps I should invite you to Kevin's place, or invite you in Kevin's place. Me? Oh, shit. Really?
No!
The rest of you can stand by and watch.
No! Gah!
What? It's just like the one the devil used.
Reese, stop this, Rufina. She's got nothing to do with any of this, bruh.
Oh, but she has. Consider this another part of your punishment. After all, if she suffers for all eternity in your place, that's going to make your suffering all the more potent, isn't it?
Please.
Go ahead and do your worst. Ooh. Oh?
Reese?
Drop me wherever you like. I'll live. I'm never going to let Kevin be alone again. I will come back to him. Fighting words, my sweet sister. We shall see whether you can make good on them.
Oh boy.
Ah! Oh god, he's gonna go ape shit. Here we go. Kevin. Ah! Oh, okay. He's just gonna go down into the devil's butthole by himself. All right. Oh shit. Nice.